Good morning, it's 2:30 on the 8th of March 2010, 2:30 AM. Ellen and I arrived at the Pastachio farm halfway between Pinnaroo and Loxton in South Australia yesterday afternoon. We got here, we got set up in the caravan. They wanted us to start straight away, so we grabbed a few hours sleep, got up at 11 o'clock. It's been pouring down on and off for the last few days. They've got to wait until the leaves are quite dry, because if they shake the trees where the leaves are wet, it can take off the buds, which is next year's fruit. And this is a short year this year, so next year's quite important because it's a big harvest, but they want everything left on, so they are playing everything quite safe, and they want everything dead dry before they start again. When I say it's 2:30 in the morning, stopped raining for the last quite a while. It came out quite starry. There was just a few spits just before, so I might go for a wander up soon and just have a look at the trees and stuff. Yeah. We're not sure how long we're here for, whether it's 2 weeks or a month. It all depends how the nuts come off the trees. Fair few come off in the storm yesterday. There's quite a few on the ground and that, but unfortunately them's the breaks. Luckily it is a short harvest. Every second year they have a short harvest. They do a prune every 2 years, and there's a short harvest, and then the following year is a good amount on the trees after the prune. So from what little bit I know, it takes about 3 years to set up the fruit. For what you do 3 years ago sets up your harvest this year. They're not big trees. They've been nursed along, and this will be an extremely successful plantation, the way they're looking after it. So we're really excited about being here and starting while everything's still being nursed along and brought up to scratch. It's really interesting. A little bit worried about the spiders coming down off the trees. The boys told me a story last night when I asked them about the spiders. I said, how many get shaken off the trees? And he said he was petrified. He says when he first started, but he says only the little ones come down that live in the trees, and they tend to go on the machineries and not so much on you, so fingers crossed. Then I was good after that, and I thought, oh well, that's good. Then Big Mouth, other guy, opened up his mouth. I think his name was Sam. Told me they went out shooting the other night, spotlighting, and shone the light on the ground, and some spiders' eyes lit up, so they went over and had a look, and he put his hands the size of a bread and butter plate, which was got to be a huntsman. So didn't really want to hear that. So we'll just wait and see. I'm trying not to think about the spiders, but it is a bit hard. What else can I tell you? Got a really good setup here. We're under the trees. Toilet's right next to us. There's only 2 young fellas staying here, plus the manager. The others are all locals. Got a good smoko room, good toilet and showers. Yeah, no, it's a good little setup. Heaps of shelter, heaps of trees. Got the washing machine out, done a load of washing at like 1 o'clock this morning. How cool is that? Yeah, no, everything seems to be pretty good. We seem to be fairly settled, and just waiting now to see what happens. Went out for a bit of a look last night, but that all stopped because of the rain. Storm just comes straight through, and it was just blowing something shocking. Looking at these huge monstrosities and thinking, how on earth am I going to drive one of those? But I guess we'll find out. Quite looking forward to it. New experience. I think we do 12 hours. Ellen and I are on midnight to midday, which is, yeah, jolly good. The days are cooling down now. We seem to be averaging in about mid-20s to early 30s. Overnights normally about 10 degrees, 10 to 13 degrees. I went and flogged these off the trees. These are pistachio nuts. They are so delicious. Now, I've had a wee nibble. It's the outside husk. The right ones just slip off. And in here, you can see, it's not very good because it's dark, but this is a nut on the outside. It's quite hard. It's very fine, but it's quite hard. They just slip off. There's pistachio nut in the middle. I don't know what this little thing is, but I always take it off. And when they're pink, oh, they are so good.